What's up YouTube, this is me, Michael Rufus Reed, and I'm going to be doing Shoutout Sunday. So, I'm in a little bit of a debate right now. Like, let's move the shoutouts to later on in the video. I've got a little bit of a debate. Put in the comment section below if you want me to reply to TMC's diss track on me. Put in the comments about that. And the deadline will be on Tuesday night, because that's when I'll next upload. So you got Tuesday night. Sorry about the lighting and everything like that, but you've got Tuesday night at exactly 7 o'clock in the evening to get your replies down. If there is a no, then I won't do one. If it's a yes, then I will. So that's that out of the way, because I've been debating it in my mind for the last few minutes. So shoutouts to CrazyJay, even though he hasn't been doing much videos as of late because he's been doing work and stuff. Shout out to CrazyJay, go to his channel. And I'll be putting the names of YouTubers in the description so you can just search them up and do whatever. I got like a little bit of like a new kind of like surrounding and everything like that. Usually I'll be doing it like down there, wherever I can get my phone down there. But I just thought that this would be good, as if there's someone coming behind me and through the door, so I can just see it. So anyway, back to the subject. Shouts to JJ Gamer, even though he hasn't done like an awful lot with his YouTube. I think he said he was back after however long and stuff like that. So shoutouts to him. Shoutouts to Band Science as well for just to get his channel back up and everything like that, because he lost his channel due to copyright strike, as I probably warned him in the past, but whatever. The past is in the past. I ain't gonna bring it up. Shout outs to Dr. Storm, even though he hasn't done anything over the last few months, or at least I don't know what he's been doing, but shout outs to him and stuff like that. So yeah, and shout outs to Crimson Zone. I love the comments that you put on, by the way. I was a bit apprehensive. I was like, wait, is he true? Is he talking sense now, or is he not? I don't know. But thank you for the comments. They made my Friday night, actually. Made my Friday night. So shout outs to you lovely people. We are at 45 subscribers. Can we get up to 50? Only 5 more. 5 more. Can we do it? And I'll be doing something like going back to my stomach ground and showing you where I bought my childhood and everything like that, as it will be great to, kind of do it. And yeah, I mean, I'll be on my second channel, I will be going back to that. It's just the fact that I've got a lot of stuff on my mind about practically how because I applied for a job last time and I got it. But as well as that, they'll just keep on sending me emails every week just to say what's going on and stuff like that. So I'm having to play the patient game. So I'm kind of stuck in a way. I do not know what to do. I'm a bit conflicted, so to say. I'm a bit conflicted on what is going to happen and stuff like that. So I do not know if I'm going to be starting tomorrow. I do not know if I'm going to be starting on the next Monday, Monday the 2nd, and stuff like that. And also, this time next week, it is September 1st, and yeah, it's my birthday next month, and I'm turning 20, and I'm not looking forward to it. I do not want to turn 20, but that's the way how the life works. You move on. You have to do stuff, and you have to move on with the times. I mean, time doesn't wait for no one. As probably everyone would know. I mean, obviously everyone else is gonna say when I was younger that, oh, I don't want to become old. I don't want to become old and stuff like that. But that ain't the case. Some people want to stay young forever, and they wish they wanted to be an adult. They wish they want to experience more. But actually, it's actually a pathetic thing to say, because it's one of the most stupidest things to say, because it's what the time has gone so quickly, and I do not want it to be like that. So yeah, you kind of get my point. So yeah, I mean, this week has just been okay. I mean, I've had 2 bad days this week. Like Mondays, I obviously screwed up my haircut. It happens, my shaver broke midway through, so I had to trim it up with the rest with scissors and stuff like that. And yesterday, not a very good day in terms of football, but it was kind of like a mixed bag in a kind of way. I mean, if the camera angle's a bit dodgy, then I do apologize, just to bring it out of courtesy and stuff. And yeah, I mean, yeah, the reason why the room keeps on changing colors to red or stuff like that is because it's nice, and it's sunny, and it's really hot today and stuff like that. So maybe that's why the camera is a bit like that. So yeah, I mean, you might see me a bit red, redder than the pause button and stuff like that. Other times you might see me back to normal, but I don't know, I can't help that. I think it's because of the angle where I'm at the moment. So yeah, I'll probably, if I can, I'll probably put a deadline to say that if you want me to do a response to TMC's diss track, then I will do that probably on Thursday or Friday, or whichever. But I just got to practice it, you know what I mean? I'm not a rap person, you know. I'm as you can tell, I'm more of what you can say, techno, dubstep, Mumberton, country kind of music, creator and stuff like that. And I'm not really a diss track person. I'm not really a rap person. But yeah, I mean, sometimes I stutter in my rap songs and everything like that, which is an ultimate fail in a sense, and it's an ultimate W for the other person that's doing it, that is doing it to, as well. But if you can't help but stutter, then I don't see why not. And plus, me going back to when I was a child, I had speech impediment, so I developed the lisp, and I couldn't pronounce any words, and it was really difficult for people to understand, because I had a speech impediment and whatever. But I've adapted to that, and I think I can speak very well. But yeah, sometimes occasionally you get the odd stutter here and there and stuff like that. So that's something that I cannot really help and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I can't wait. I can't wait to get to my get my job started and everything like that. Whenever I get emails and everything like that, to which is a bit mysterious, because also with the jobs, I'm a bit conflicted with emails and stuff like that, because if you're emailing them too much, then it might come across as needy. And other times, you just got to be patient and everything like that. You just got to be patient, because that will show to them that you're patient and that you can wait a long time for anything like that. But I'm a bit conflicted, really, with anything that's going on at the minute. So I do not know what I'm going to be doing. So hence why everything's been sort of messed up. But I'm back to my usual uploads. I mean, I hope you liked my premature horror skit or whatever. That's my Like that's my third one if you can count the one that was featured within CrazyJay, which has blown up, by the way. Like it was made in like end of June and stuff like that, but it's got to over like 335 views, and it's like don't touch my energy drink and stuff, and yeah, that was the one that I got featured in as well. So that's like my first ever co skit that I've ever done on YouTube. I mean, I did like my first one, and that was whilst I was in college and everything like that. So and I was just bored in lunch times, and I thought, you know what? I thought, why not just do something with your lunch times and everything like that. So that's kind of like the background of it and everything like that. So like my second skit was with band sounds, and his one was kind of like a TikTok video, but obviously I'm not into TikTok, but like I was gonna thinking of downloading it, but does it really suit me? Does it really suit my like style of content and stuff like that? Because I know like not many people like TikTok, and people think that TikTok's like, well, cringe as hell and stuff like that. To which I virtually 90% agree with it and stuff like that, which is like a big percentage, but like, yeah, come on, like TikTok is cringy as fuck, but you know, like what can you do with that? So yeah, I mean, I've got nothing really else to talk about other than I'm gonna keep on doing Deus Ex Tuesdays, which will be like a 10-minute game of just me just trying to get through the levels and then getting absolutely ruined the same amount of moves as possible. I'm a little bit inexperienced with that game as well. And like, if you can't tell already, I mean, I'm a bit like inexperienced, but still I can get through levels. So I mean, it's all about determination, and plus the puzzle is pretty much hard. It's pretty much like stealth missions and getting them from one end to the other and stuff like that. It's like what you would play on the console and stuff like that. But other than it's just like moving from one place to another. At first, I thought I thought it was like a first person like FPS kind of thing. I thought you would end up like doing controls and stuff like that, but instead it's just like tapping and stuff like that, and it's just like strategizing and everything like that. So yeah, Shout Out Sunday is complete. I don't know if I've got anything else to talk about really, other than my confliction and stuff like that with like knowing when am I gonna start my work job and stuff like that. I might need to email them again about it, but whether or not they'll email me about it, I'm not too sure. So apologies if I'm gonna be like a little bit inconsistent with my content yet again. I know. I like this summer. Like summertime is always the busiest time for me and everything like that outside of YouTube, because it's like I've got it's like I had like NCS as well last year. I had it again this year, and yeah, like I've been like thinking on what to do next in my journey, because obviously I ended college at the 19th of June, which is like just over 2 months, but it feels like 5-6 months really, and stuff like that. And I'm hoping to get something done sooner or later. But I mean, if I'm not gonna get a job like sooner, then if I'm not gonna start getting in, start doing shifts and everything like that, like just to rephrase, then I might go on what's that program that you're on? It's like Princess Trust, yeah. I might do that, and that's a 3-month program, so it's a bit like NCS, but it's a whole lot longer as well, which will probably start like end of September. So I might not return until like 2020 or just before then, really. But yeah, like it's gonna be eventful over these next few weeks for sure. I'm gonna definitely try to keep up the uploads, and please just keep subscribing. Like, come on, I'm wanting this channel to grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. We're nearly halfway there until 100. Nearly halfway. Come on, I need this more than anything else, because 2018, like as I said, like in my like video like in before this year, it was a giant learning curve for me. It was a giant learning curve, and like who to trust and who to not trust, and about arguments and stuff like that. It's pretty much an argumentative year for me, because like other people don't know how to shut the fuck up at times, and I just like literally like I had nothing like left at all, because I had like really tough time from like September right the way through to the end of the year, and then also as well like in the beginning of 2018, like I had rough January, February, March, and April really, but from May onwards through the summer, I think like midway through the year, I think my year got a little bit better, but it was not the best in my opinion. 2018 definitely like my second worst year I've had like ever since 2016 really, and yeah, I do not want to go back to 2018 ever again. It was just a nightmare, and I don't want to relive that ever again. I mean, I've had a few arguments and a few YouTube beefs and everything like that. Well, when I say a few, I mean like this lasted 6 months, but you know, you can't really do anything about it. What's done is done, and what's forgotten about is forgotten about. So yeah, I mean, we're nearly to 50. We're nearly halfway there. I want to get to 100 so much, because it would redeem what was a horrible year for me in 2018. And obviously, as my old name like suggested, like Mickey Redemption, that was just to try and redeem everything that I have lost, and try and redeem it back and everything like that. But as well, like the reason why the ruthlessness came about was because like I wanted to like try and see if I could get on like a good run, and obviously like from when I released that song, probably back in like end of April, beginning of May, I'd had good months, like really like on a roll, like May, such a good month. I mean March was like, it was like up and down, left and right really, but like apart from that, March was good. May, June, July, and this month definitely been the best months for me, definitely. I'm hoping September will be better than last year, because I think I'll have like not so much of a horrible time. Yes, I'm gonna like dwell on like a certain death that happened to me, like my second cousin like died from motor neurone disease and stuff like that, and that set me off for a really rough time. And in case you did not know about the videos, the videos, I was just simply done with everyone. I was done with Crow's shit. I was done with Jordan's shit. I was done with everyone else's shit, and I did not want anything happening, and I did not want any fuckers to try and make it even more worse than it already was. Hence that track that I released, like called "The Fall of Man." That was signifying that I was going through like a really rough time and stuff like that. But on a roll, I mean, hell, like this year definitely been a year. If I could get to what 60, if I can get to 60, but at the time it gets to the end of the year, I'll be happier, because already I've made more progress in this year, in my second year of YouTube, than I have done in my first, because I achieved like what 21 like subscribers in my first year, and then my second year I've like topped that by far. I've like what topped it by like 20 24 at least, and it's just a feel good feeling for me. And I mean, like, I know it's like 3 to 4 subscribers like difference, but it means a lot, trust me. In this game, you got to stay on your toes, you've got to work your hardest off, you've got to get everything, you got to give everything as well. So that's why I'm so passionate about, like, I'm so passionate, like, when it comes to when like off my real life thing and everything like that. Hence why it's so passionate for me, because like I want to get to like 100, I want to get to 500, I want to get to 1k, I want to get to 2k, I want to get to 3k, and so on and so forth. And I just want to be up there, really. I just want to be completing for it and everything like that, because that will make me a far happier person than I was back like what three like 4 years ago. That would make me like, I mean, hell, back then it was rough, but now it's definitely the best time, and I'm peaking back to how I was when I was in my achieving days of like when I was like between like what 10 and 16, like them 6 years. I was achieving left and right, up and down. I mean, hell, I was setting records literally everywhere I go. I was literally setting up the highest house points, the most certificates than anybody in the whole entire school. Like, I was like the man of the match in like the sporting terms and stuff like that. I was making history, and I'm gonna keep on making history for myself every single time, because it's more passionate for me. It's passionate for me. Like, I love making progress, I love achieving, I love doing stuff, because it makes me who I am. It makes me who I am. And like obviously it's Virgo season too, so if anyone is that subscribed to me that's a Virgo, happy birthday to us all. It's a Virgo season. So what makes us what makes us a Virgo is that we're hardworking, we're analytical, we are hustle, we are one of the best ones, and most of all, if you mess with us, you'll get into hell. You'll get karma thrown at you. And I have to say, I've seen people getting karma this year already, and that's disrespected me over the past. Like I've had like troubles with my ex and stuff like that, and yet they got karma. There was like that like people were running running at her and stuff like that, like chasing them, and she was homeless at the time, and I was like loving it, because you know what, I love to see karma hit on people the way how it's hit me, and the way how it affected me for so long. Like, it affected me for so long, and the fact is seeing people getting karma is like the best thing for me, because you know people like was saying to me, oh, just be positive, just be this, just be that, everything's gonna be alright, you're gonna have to do this, you're gonna have to do that. Like, listen, don't lecture somebody who's been through a hole of a shit life, and yet you're gonna try and try and lecture someone to be positive, even though they've had a negative background, even though they've had a negative life, and so on and so forth. It just doesn't happen like that way, mate. And for me to get in the way how I am now, like I'm in my happy place, I'm living my best life. I mean, hell, even though I haven't got a girlfriend, even though I've been 7 years heartbroken, still I'm still doing stuff. I'm still achieving. I'm still doing stuff. And like 2 years, and like I was saying to my personal advisor, like what, like this past week, that like I was saying like 2 years ago, I would never thought of applying for a job for one of the biggest companies ever made in globally, and I would never thought of getting it first time. If I would have said, I'll be working for Amazon, people would be like, mate, your qualifications, everything you got ain't even shit. But you know what? Look at me now. 2 years later down the line, 24 months down the line, 760 days of pure hard work and satisfaction that I put in everything, and that's what makes me who I am. So I'm very passionate. Like it might seem as me being over competitive, but you know what? I want to win. I want to get to places, and I want to do shit. You know what I'm saying? So yes, so sorry if I've rambled on way too much than usual. It was meant to be like a 4-minute shout out video, but it ended up being like a 26-minute video. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please get me to 50, and then please, if anything, by the time it gets to the end of 2019, probably, I know I'm pushing it out a little bit, get me to 100. I mean, it'll be great for me. So stay tuned. Peace out. Love you all.